Hey everyone again. Sorry I had to fix the stream from yesterday. So the video yesterday got deleted, but there will be more Minecraft. Tonight we're going to do the Sakura update. And the Sakura update is in Adopt Me. I do have a link for you for my private server. It's temporarily available, so it's not going to be a permanent thing. It's just for the stream. So let me get everything set up and then we will open up that screen. So we got to make sure everything is going as it's supposed to. Oh, you don't have my screen, do you? Good thing that was there. Okay. Hey! Okay, let me get my other streaming screen. Actually, let's put this here. Put the chat there, and now we are perfect. Unlike last night, I did not forget to put the live stream. So, let's see. There we go. Okay, of course, this is my 4th cage crow. If you saw the thumbnail, my current high score is 43,000 something. So I'm going to show you some tips on how to get that score. And here is the link for the private server. Anybody who causes problems, that link will be regenerated and changed, and you will no longer be able to get in, so let's not do that. One of the things that people are having a problem with is raising their pets while they are trying to get AFK stuff. As far as, like, there's an AFK area for the Sakura update. I'm not paying myself, I'm collecting them. Some new things in Adopt Me. I have started to build quite a bit. So this is my build, there's my lure. I've also started designing fits that you can pay for 100. I do take custom fit requests, but you have to pay up front. So yeah, and then I can make it free. And the reason for that is because I've had people ask for custom fits and then they like take off and it's a waste of time. Here are some of the Sakura-themed outfits for the update. This one's for Easter. This is another Sakura. This one is not supposed to be free. Let's fix that. I don't know how that ended up free. So there's that one. And then these are just some other ones. Of course, May the 4th is coming out, so I have Princess Leia and a little Grogu, and I have some other ones, and these are kind of cute that I like as well. So this is my little booster flower that I've made because I'm constantly using speed potions, and that's another tip for getting your pet done. One of the tips is over off in this side, you can teleport directly to the AFK area. Have as many items as you can for your pet needs. So ahead of time, I went ahead and picked up some apples. Once the game comes in, you will see my high score. It's my current high score, as well as some tips on how to get that done. Use teleporting anytime you can as far as your pet tasks. So if you have something in your house happens to be in the spot or in one of the prime spots, try to teleport to gifts. If you have to do pizza or the salon or anything like that, try to teleport to the, try to teleport over to the vehicle station. Now with that link, you should be able to join my private server. If you cannot and you're trying to, let me know and I will get it fixed. Because I might have to put my joins on. Right now I don't have my joins on, but you have the link to my private server, so that should be okay. I do want to show you this room up here. Anytime you're in the house, you can come look at it. It is information as far as scams. There's a lot to read here. So, first we have never give your age. Predators look for specific ages and ask for your age because they are targeting specific age groups. They pretend to be kids or teens when they are actually older adults. Never click any links, not for communities, not for anything. Just do not do that, because a big hacking thing going on right now is you'll see people come into the game and they'll say, hey, I'll give you a free pet if you subscribe to my YouTube and join my community. Just click the link for the community, enter your information. Do not do that. That's going to get your account hacked. You're going to lose everything. And Adopt Me and Uplift have done a lot of work with warning you, so they have come to the point where it's really rare for them to return the stuff that you lost. So chances are you won't get it back. If a person got hacked, they couldn't log back on. Once reported, it is locked. This is here for people who say, I got hacked, and they want free pets, everything. If they truly got hacked, then they couldn't get back in. Over here, new alts and players now have to wait 2 hours to be able to trade due to the friend cousin scam. I'm sure y'all have seen that scam where people say, hey, do you have a friend or cousin in the server? I want to give you and them a pet if they are trusted. You just have to prove that you are trusted and you can get the pet. Infinity and I actually played along with one of them to kind of juke a scammer. And sure enough, what they do is they create alternate accounts with the people that they're playing. So in this case, you'll see a Kiana Quests with an extra S at the end. That is not my name, so keep that in mind as well, because I don't want you to think that I'm scamming you and it might be an impersonator. So definitely keep track of that and do not trade unless you know the person. Now here's my high score, 43,590, just in case you thought that thumbnail was edited or altered in any way. That is my current score. And then, Infinity, can you put a link to this live stream in the Discord group? Because I know some people were saying they had a harder time finding it. If you could do that for me, I would much appreciate it. Infinity is here. He's playing a game with his brother currently, and he's moderating with his brother. Now, one of the tips in this is, oh, this is about to be a neon. Go here, ready, jump up. I didn't know I could pick my pink glider. I should have done that. So one of the things you want to do is stay as high as possible for as long as possible, because the lower you go, the higher the risk you have of going all the way to the bottom and resetting your streak. Your streak is what's going to get you that high score. So like if you see up here, every time you go through the hoops, you can boost up again. Anytime that you can boost up, it's a good thing. Now I'm running out of some of them here, so I drop down, and as soon as I go through a hoop, I click again to stop dropping. And that's the biggest tip that I have, honestly, is to stay high and go up anytime that you can, and then work on the ones that are lower. But don't drop far down, just drop enough to pick up the petals and go back up. And as you can see right now, I'm on a streak of 13. This will be 14. You don't have to go upward with this boost every time. If you see there's not really petals nearby you that you can get by boosting up, then don't, obviously, because you want to save as much time as possible to get as many petals and hoops as possible to get the highest score that you can. I don't think I'm going to beat my score this time, because I'm a little distracted with talking and everything, of course. I'm not doing as well. Now also, here's the thing. Here's one thing you can do. Here's a quick boost idea. Go up. No, missed it. Go up again. Hit that one. And then go up again. Hit the next one. That got you 3 boosts right there. That's like a quick boost, and your score is also based on boosts. So if you can hit multiple lanterns, that's another way you can do it. Obviously you need petals. So this one probably wasn't as high. Yeah, yeah, it's still 43 is my highest. Now, currently, this little cage crow has to go to school, so we're going to skip over to the gifts. Don't mind me falling down. And yes, this is my new avatar. I used to have wings, but now that I'm Kiana Quest, I focus more on butterflies and things of that nature. You could do it. Now, I do know some people, when they first started playing the minigame, they said it was very difficult. I'll admit it was. It was very difficult to figure out, but once you figure out, you just jump. For me, I'm a PC player, so I use a space bar for jumping. So I'll hit the space bar to drop, and I'll hit the space bar to fly. So for me, it's fairly easy. I know that everything mobile with games, especially on Adopt Me, is pretty difficult. It's kind of a pain. I am working on some pets that'll be possible giveaways as well. I'm looking at a possible Mega Nebula snake that could be a giveaway. Now, as soon as tasks are done, teleport right back over to that AFK area. You do not have to sit, and I'm going to show you proof of that. A lot of people are saying you have to sit here to collect. You don't. Now, if you look here, it says if you stay AFK, you may be teleported to a cherry blossom viewing area in a different server. That has happened to me. Now see, I was running around and I still got a petal. You get $25, 25 petals for each one that drops on you. And see, I'm still running around. There's one. So no, you do not have to sit. A lot of people think you have to, but you do not. Now, as far as this pet for sleeping, I'm going to wait for the next petal. And as soon as I collect it, I have a nearby tent, as you can see. I go here, I put him to sleep, and I go, oh, come on, behave. And I go back in. And then I wait, and he's close enough that when he's done, I can actually pick him up while staying in here so that I can maximize how many petals I get. So see, he's done, pick up, and I didn't even have to leave. And I have another petal coming down without sitting. I don't see much of a difference as far as playing the minigame in a public server versus a private server. It can be a little more confusing. I haven't really noticed if people are able to take the hoops and the petals. I don't believe they are. If I'm wrong, you can let me know if you played it. Need to see if this is a nice area because you can just sit here and collect some extra petals, especially if your pet doesn't have tasks. As soon as this one's done, I'm going to have enough to make it a neon. So he's going to turn into a neon, which is actually really pretty. Let me show you what that's going to look like. So here you have the regular, here you have the neon, which I think is just so pretty. I just love those colors. And then of course, the Mega. I kind of like the neon better, but of course I like getting Megas, so. Now I just collected a petal, so I'm going to hop over to gifts. And one of the other things you can do is you can put your pet somewhere and leave it there and teleport back over to the AFK area real quick. Again, this is all about maximizing. This update is going to be out for 4 weeks. There are a lot of things going on, so I am a verified content creator with Adopt Me in their group, and so I do get information, and I'm probably going to start sharing that. There is possibly going to be some more pets besides these ones. There's going to be more pet wear and different things, but yeah, there are more things coming with it being 4 weeks. I believe after this is going to most likely be an Easter update, so this is going to be right around that time. But we will see. Or they might have like an Easter minigame. I'm not sure, because we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it falls. Usually I'll have information on Mondays before the updated videos come out. And I will start sharing a little more of that as that comes out. And then the videos will come out sometime after that. But it's a great community to be a part of, and I really appreciate them letting us know things that are coming out ahead of time. And thank you for sharing that link, bro. Thank you. Last night I streamed Minecraft Hardcore. There was one little thing that had to be taken out, and I had a hard time taking it out, so I deleted the video, but you are going to see more shorts. You're going to see more live streaming on a regular basis, and just some different content. I'm creating some music to go along with some of the videos, and eventually I have already started creating some clothing on Roblox that you can buy in the marketplace with the new logo and the new branding and all that fun stuff. So just be watching out for all of that. Also be watching out for trading tips, scams, different things to look out for, and the best way to maximize these updates, because we all know they have a lot of updates, usually every Friday, right? So it can take a hot minute. Let's see if we can beat that score. I don't know if I can. I think that's the highest score I've ever gotten, to be honest. Let's bring our little friend back. Seeing the pets does not mean that they are for trade or for you to beg for. Like I said, I may have some things that are for giveaways and stuff, but that will be at my discretion, and it's going to be very specific. Like, I'm still thinking that over on how that'll look, but obviously we want to build our community and reach as many people as we can to help provide. Oh darn, I wanted to grab my pink one. Oh. Can I grab my pink one? I want the pink one. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of orange. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really not a fan of orange. So see, I'm focusing again on the higher petals anytime that I can. I've gotten to the point where I can gauge if the boost up is going to get me high enough. If it doesn't, then I'll focus on some of the lower ones just to make it quicker. You want to get through as many hoops as possible in as short amount of time as possible. That's what's going to get you those high scores. And of course, the higher the score that you have, the more items you can get in the event shop. I do have the Cherry Blossom Glider, which is my favorite. I just need to figure out how to pick it when I come into here, because I would much prefer that. I have 4 of the crows, and I have, thanks to a friend of mine, I have the Sakura Spirit Dragon. Again, this is just quick jump up or jump down and stop. It's quick. You don't want to leave that glider dropping or anything for very long at all. Grab this one, go up, grab those. It's just basically the same thing over and over and over again. Do not touch trees here. If you touch the trees, or even like the edge, the corner of a mountain. No! I glitched! Why? or did it just end? Alright, let's respawn. Dang it, that took all my speed potions too. That's annoying. I hope those counted. Okay. This is not good. Alright, let's get this fixed. Let's get this fixed. Alright. It has me in this continual loop. Okay, so I'm gonna have to close that out and go back in. So, let's do that. Funny. Sorry about that. That was very much unfortunate. Okay, now I gotta get this all fixed again. Okay. The bummer part of it is that I'm gonna have to like, hey Alyssa, we missed you. How are you? I'm surprised you're not in here. You normally like challenging things. You should come in and see if you can beat my high score. That would be fun. I am in the Discord, but I'm deafened because Infinity and his brother are talking about a bunch of other stuff, so just for distraction-wise. We have that. First, now I gotta eat. I gotta drink all these. Start making some more. That's the biggest frustration I have with when there's glitches or anything, is that like you lose all your speed, or when there's an update. I feel like when there's an update, you should keep your speed. I mean, it's one thing if you leave the game, I get that. But if it's something that's not your fault, I feel like. Well, I'm glad you came to say hi. I know you've been busy. How are you? One thing I do in the camp is I go straight to showers, because your pet is always going to do showers. There's only 3 showers. There's all these beds. Yeah, my pet is going to be tired, but you know what? There's all these beds, and there's only 3 showers. And for the most part, people go to the beds first. So get a shower, put your pet in the shower, and then afterwards put your pet in a bed, and you'll be good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting better. I've been sick for a while. I did Minecraft Hardcore last night, but I had to delete the video. But it's pretty cool. It's I found a few temples. So, and there you go. As you can see, there's the bath task. I think my pet already slept. So I think we're done at camp right now. So what we're going to do is, one of the things that you can do when you have that driving task, again, maximize your blossoms for this event, right? Anytime you have a driving task, you can actually use a stroller, or if your pet is a ride pet, you can use that as well, and both of those will count for that task. I was like really sick. Girl, you didn't even hear me at my worst. I think you heard me a little bit last week. And as you saw, a petal fell, even though I'm running around and I haven't been sitting down. So again, you do not have to sit. And there you go. They enjoyed the ride. Pretty much, I can do everything but school, playground, and like pizza or salon. You know, the ones where you, or shower. The ones where you like actually have to go somewhere. This event is the Sakura Blossom Festival event. That they have every year. So you can get a Sakura Dragon. I'm not showing it right now. I'm not pulling mine out because I'm trying to raise this pet because it's almost a neon. They have the cage crow, and then, you know, I cannot get the name right, but I will show them once I have these tasks done. I'll show what the other pet is and what some of the items are. I do have the petal propeller, the cherry blossom propeller, and I bought some of the petware. If you're into trading, pink petware is always a good way to go because people are always asking for it, and they always offer more for pink. I don't know why. It's just something that I had personally experienced. Obviously, there's some certain other things. Oh, I gotta go get all my apples and everything again, darn it, because this thing reset. And the Sakura stuff gives you ample opportunity to get tons and tons and tons of pink stuff because it's the cherry blossoms and everything's pink. So I do have VIP, so I will stock up. Even though I have some food and water items, I do try to stock up on this stuff. I have an okay amount of money, so I'm not really concerned about the bonuses. Sometimes I'll do the bonus items for tasks, like it'll say, you know, I'm thirsty, can I have coffee? Sometimes I'll do that if I'm in the area, but for this particular event, I'm not really doing that. Okay, so I maxed out on that, and now we're going back to the mini game. And since I'm over here, I will show you those once this is done. But as you can see, here's the mini game. You tap to boost. The hoops let you boost more. Don't touch the ground. The only thing I wish it would say is that the lanterns boost you up as well, because that's a really good trick to do. And anytime my pet has a walking task, I pretty much go in circles. Especially if I'm waiting for an event to start, or a mini game to start. I'll just walk in circles. And I am in my private server that you can join if you want to join. Okay, let's see. Can I grab my pink one? Does that mean I grabbed my pink one? Let's go! Yay! Everybody who knows me knows I love pink. Now, I did have to earn 90,000 blossoms to buy this, which is a lot of high score games for this minigame. But, yeah. I'm really glad I did. I love this so much better. I just have to remember to go over off to the side instead of towards the orange one. I'm not a fan of orange. I'm just not. I think my husband has wore off on me, like not liking the beavers with their orange and black, but I really dislike orange. And so you drop and pull it out. And drop, and there you go. Drop. Now I am going kind of low, so I want to start making my way up. Again, I don't want to get too close to these clouds because that can end my streak, especially if lanterns haven't come yet. The lanterns will come from the bottom, so keep that in mind. As you can see, there they are. And boost up. Hit it, boost up, go up again. You start going kind of low, then boost up every time you hit some blossoms, and eventually you will make your way back up. And of course, use the lantern. See, right now I have a 24 streak. I don't know what I got. Now, see, that was like kind of a double boost streak. I meant to go up on that one and I went down. There we go. Oh, I restarted my game. Darn it. Now my score is down again. Okay. So, time to show some of the pets. Right here is the Sakura Dragon, as you can see. Some people are complaining it's too big or too long. It kind of reminds me of the Frost Fury and some of the other Chinese dragons that we have had in here. It's 1,000 Robux to buy that one. Over here, we have the Bakaneko. Now, I will say, people do not like that in the Mega and the Neon because for some reason, they took away the mask. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like normally. The Neon, I wish you could turn this like you do other things. Like when you're doing outfits and stuff. You found a box of tea bags that expired 15 years ago? Girl. Okay, so the Neon isn't too bad. But if you look what they did with the Mega. A lot of people are complaining about that. Because it kind of makes the face look like a blob instead of a mask. You see what I'm talking about there? The details on the mask, everything. Yeah, a lot of people are not liking that. But that is a pet for 3,650 petals. The cage crow is 75,000. It is. It's just a blob. You're right. Here is the stroller. It's a soy sauce stroller. I do have that stroller. I have bought some of these. I did buy these. So let's take a look at this. Right here you have the Sakura earrings, which are super cute, and they're pink. So I see these probably being traded quite a bit. And here you have the scythe, the Sakura scythe. You can kind of see it for like backling. Here you have the cage scarf, which is designed for the crow. And then this is just kind of odd, but hey, you've got some pink twin tails that you can put on your pet. And there will be more. Like I said, this one was 90,000, this one's 35,000, this one's 55,000 as far as those blossoms that you can earn. And then over here is the blossom propeller for 5,500. Here's this cute little Taiyaki chew toy, which I do have that. I have all of these. I try to get pretty much at least one of everything. So I do have these, and the mech flying disc, which is actually kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. That's probably one of the cheapest items you can get, is that thing. And then like I said, oh, I didn't go get apples. I didn't get healing apples. So like I said, do as many tasks as you can in that AFK area, because each large petal, now you'll see some kind of faded petals. How did I knock on my house there? You'll see some faded petals, those don't count. You'll see the larger glowing petals. Those are the ones that are going to get you those 25 petals per each. So if your pet has all of its tasks taken care of, you can just sit in that AFK area and get petals in between mini games. And honestly, that's the best way to do it. Now, did I collect that food and water? Did y'all see? I did. Okay. Shoot. Well, you know what? And then again, I'm just going to teleport there so that I can get petals while I do some tasks. There's a couple tasks I can do here, like I can give it the apple I just got. For a sick little guy, I can do the toy, have him chase the toy. I have noticed the pets are getting kind of stuck on some of these ledges, like he's doing right there. So you might have to hop down. This is another ledge he seems to get caught on. And before I had to reset, of course you saw I had a bed outside this area that I put as close as possible so that I could grab him while staying in. I do want to get the hot tub car. Is that what it's called? Bathtub car. I do want to get that because that would, from what I understand, that would allow me to So as soon as it lets me place it, there, and then I go back here. Yeah, I kind of hope that they fix the animation and stuff on that Mega, because it is kind of weird and a lot of people are complaining about it. Okay, so that is done. So I can pick him up while staying in. Oh, it looks like he wants to play with the new toy, so you'll get to see it. He wants to feature it for y'all. Okay, come here, buddy. So this is the toy, the Taiyaki toy. It's basically a chew toy. It's not one of them that, like, he goes and chases. You pick it up. Pick it up. Usually it's 3 times. Now he does have some tasks that require me to leave, so I'm just going to hop over to the vehicles, go in the salon, and Alyssa, I do believe that the world I'm in, I can pretty much guarantee the hardcore world I'm in, you could join if you wanted for when I do it. I may do that tomorrow night. I have, that texture pack was making it kind of laggy, so I'm still trying to figure out how to fix that so it doesn't look that laggy on the stream. Because I believe, I'm going to start with removing the furniture pack, because really the only reason I want that is for creative building, and I have a different world for that. So, I think I'm going to remove the furniture pack. Okay, here's a tip. Your pet isn't done with his task. Make him sit, teleport to the event, or the minigame. I should stop calling it an event. Teleport to the minigame, and it'll keep doing it. Now, sometimes if you teleport as soon as you set it, as soon as it starts that task, so like in that instance, I was in the salon for a little bit, so it should be completed by the time I'm done. And then all I have to do is unequip and equip my pet again once the game is done. And then I'll have it back. It's all those tiny little tips that you can do to save time and maximize the blossoms if you're wanting to get all the stuff for the event. Yes, let's get my pink one. Yeah! Love it. And yes, I do apologize. My voice is still a little off. I'm still trying to recover. My lungs are still tired. I slept quite a bit today because I was very exhausted. But I am working on getting better. My doctor is taking good care of me, so I really like my doctor. She's really sweet. So again, if you notice, as soon as I go through hoop and I collect it, I hit that space button again, or whatever it would be for mobile for you to start gliding again as soon as I get there. And there's the lanterns. I don't know if you saw those, Meow, but they have the lanterns that you can use for a boost up. And it also gives you an extra boost up. So you can come up. Oh, that wasn't quite high. Yeah, it was. It was high enough. That. I need to start getting these hoops because I'm not going to get a very big boost. And then go up again. If you can find, it seems like I'm kind of running out of hoops to go through, which is annoying because that drops my score. Not drops, it just doesn't make it as high. Where am I at? 25, blah. Okay. See, the salon, It's done. So now what I'm going to do is, since I have all the task items in my house, I'm just going to hop over to gifts, and I'm going to run in here and get those done. Now, when you come and visit and you come in here, do not use this area. The reason I say this is because a lot of times I will be AFK in here. Obviously, if I'm going to be AFK now, it's going to be in that other area to get some blossoms. But a lot of times I'm AFK here, and I might have a friend or an alt or something that's helping, or Infinity might be helping. And so this is just so I can get in and out quickly. As you can see, if you go down this hallway, there's tons of areas for bathroom, food, water, extra food, and drinks you can get. There's tons of grinding area in here. This is Mountain's room. There's a ton of stuff in here, as well as the hot tubs in here. This scripture, be on guard, stand firm in the faith, do everything with love, 1 Corinthians 16. It's one of my favorite ones. And this is something I wish people would know more than anything, is that you are worth more than your most valuable pet. People put so much worth into their pets, and I really wish they would realize our value. Some statistics, now these are from 2023, so the numbers have increased since then, keep that in mind. But reports show that 41% of Roblox players are adults, and that number is growing. Something you need to know, Roblox has stated they have not geared their game towards children. It is all ages, it is not kid games, it's not like that. Like, as of 2023, almost 50% were adults. So do not assume that everybody you're playing with is an adult, and don't tell people, don't tell adults, why are you on the kids game, because then you got to tell Queso, you got to tell Creekcraft, you got to tell all the, who else is out there that streams all the Roblox games. I think, I can't think of their names, dang. Sunny, Misty, like all of them, they're all adults, okay? So that's kind of irrelevant. 20% of adults pretend to be kids by lying and providing false data like pictures, information, that kind of thing. If you are struggling and you're thinking about harm and stuff, there is an amazing website. It's called stayhere.live, and it's totally free. You can look through it, just kind of get some encouragement there. Just basically don't give up. If you need someone to talk to, let me know. Over here, there's a free crisis text line. You can text the word HOME to the number 741-741. And again, that's free. You can talk with professionals anonymously over any mental health struggles that you're having, just anything that's going on that you might need a little extra support with. Definitely check those out, because we want to keep you around, okay? Your life has purpose and you have value. And if nobody has ever told you that before, you're being told it now, okay? And yes, I have had quite a few people who saw those resources, used them, and got quite a bit of help. So it's definitely a good thing. Now that his tasks were done, okay, let's get you a bath. As soon as that's done, we'll teleport back over to the AFK area. I need to update this because this is not my current reading. I need to update it. But those are like parts of what my reading is. And of course, you won't see me here because I am trying to get better from a respiratory thing, but when I'm working out again, you might see me over here. This sign says, for God so loved you that he gave his only son to be with you. A lot of people, yes, the scripture says the world, and that's true. But he would have done it just for you. And I want you to know that. Then also, he's where the joy is. That comes from this Bible study stuff that I've been doing. It's the Bible recap by Tara Lee Cobble, and she goes in depth, and it's such a great thing. It's so great. Okay. just trying to get this walking task done. And like I said, you're going to see that those are the larger petals I'm talking about right here. Those are the ones that'll give you 25 petals each, not these other ones that are kind of faded. Now my pet wants me to tell him what to do. So since I have food, I'm not really concerned about the money right now. I'm more concerned with trying to work on the event that's going on. I have an okay amount of money. I'm not really worried about it. So and as soon as I get this petal, there it is, I will teleport over to the gifts and get that play task done. And then, like I said, this is how you're maximizing everything for the event. I do appreciate that they created an AFK area, but unfortunately, if you're there too long, you'll get teleported to another server. And I don't know for sure if it automatically puts you into the viewing area. I think it might, but I'm not sure. But if you're not in the viewing area, then, you know, it's null and void. You're not getting that. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to click this and go back over there. And now we're back to the viewing area where we can get more blossoms. And pretty much it's just on repeat. Now we're going back into the minigame. And like I said, it's just pretty much all repeat. My recommendation is, if you have things to do, if you have schoolwork, you know, you just kind of want to get some blossoms without having to focus on the minigame, is to go in the AFK area, but then maybe like run around or run out briefly and run back in to keep from being teleported, because I don't know. I mean, it says it's going to teleport you to a viewing area, but I honestly don't know if it does. I did not see. I was AFK earlier, but when I came back, it was on the loading screen, so I didn't see where it loaded me in at. My poor friend, she was trying to help take care of my pet while I was AFK because I was trying to rest. And that's the other downside was, you know, then she wasn't in the family, and so it does definitely teleport you out, even though it's supposed to be an AFK area, and they had stated that you would not get kicked for being AFK the way you normally do. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like they could have done a better job with that. As soon as you're done with one hoop, look for the next one and pick whichever one is closest to you, because that will maximize your score. And yes, you can boost up, like I did there, but I missed. Like, you can boost up. Like, I think I can do it here. See? Instead of just dropping down, you can boost up. Now I'm getting a little close to the clouds, but I don't really appreciate, I don't really want to get that close to them, so I'm going to try to make my way up again. Good, there's a lantern. And if you see other lanterns, boost up, grab them for another boost, boost up for that, just make your way back up. That's how you're going to get the most. Get that. I got like 8 seconds. Try to get my score back up to where it was before. I don't know if I will this time. I've been kind of... I did better than last time, I think. Yeah, now I'm up to 34. So see, you're getting those high scores. Then you pick this up. Thankfully, the AFK area is literally right here. So you just hop right over here. You don't even have to teleport. if you feel like sitting, you can. You can sit here. You can even have your pet sitting. But as you notice, I've been pretty much keeping up on the tasks of my pet while getting blossoms. And I think this maximizes both options. Obviously, you're going to miss maybe 1 or 2 petals if you're doing tasks away from the area. But really, for the most part, I think this gives you the best of both worlds. I feel like the cage crow looks kind of sad. I feel like his eyes look kind of sad. But yeah. Those of you who just joined, also be sure to subscribe, turn on all notifications, like the video, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. Like I said, there will be giveaways in the future. Now the one thing is, okay, I have a petal coming. There we go. The one thing that's kind of nice is that camp is like right here. Because you know you gotta do the camp task, but it's literally right here. I'm gonna go ahead and have it sleep since there aren't a ton of people here and I don't gotta worry about the showers. If you hear that noise, sorry about that. That's the dogs. And I know a shower task is coming, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them in there. Also, if there's other games you would like to see me play, then give those suggestions. I'm always up for suggestions. Like in the past, if it's something that really goes against what we believe in or whatever, then we're not going to do those kind of games. But there's quite a few games. I mean, Adopt Me in and of itself was a suggestion from a viewer. So, you never know if we're going to start streaming your next suggestion. You should be getting that bath task soon. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go here and just let it stew in the shower for a bit. That one's taking quite a while. Now, one of the things that you can do is, like, I left him in the shower. If he ends up needing the shower, see, right there, cage crow is clean, $12. So now I can go ahead and unequip him. Okay, let's equip him back. There we go, see? Now I have him back and he did the task and I got a blossom in that time. It's just the tiny little things that you can do to get maximized everything. Especially if you're really wanting to work on getting those pets raised. I know that the last event for April 1st had Bert. How many people liked Bert? I want to know who all liked Bert. And if you liked Bert, what was your favorite statement that he said? If you know, you know. I feel like Infinity's favorite statement was about the mega fly ride sandwich. But I could be wrong. So since I got the cherry blossom glider, I'm probably going to work on getting more of the crows. Usually when there's an event and it's, you know, there's limited time to get things, I'll get the most expensive ones first. I know not everybody does that, but sometimes I like to do it that way because then I just feel like the harder stuff is taken care of and out of the way. So this is my 4th crow. Put them in here, and then if the event or the mini game pops up, it can just sit at food, water, sleep, whatever. I'm thinking tomorrow might be Minecraft. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to decide. I did create a Minecraft song that I want to do to a short video that'll probably be popping up. People think it's been years and years since I've done any videos, because when you look at the page and it shows videos, the first thing it shows is pre-recorded videos. It doesn't show lives or shorts or anything like that. It shows pre-recorded stuff. Look at that. Finished school right in time. If you are trying to join and you cannot, let me know, because I may have to turn my joins to on. Kind of wish the pink one would just be like, okay, let's go over here, drop. Now, if you saw right there, I kind of dropped and then caught myself and then dropped again, just because I was trying to make sure that I was gauging it correctly, because you really don't want to miss any of these. The whole point is to get as many as you can. And sometimes if you don't hit it right, like if you don't go right through the middle of them, you can miss it and not get the petals. But see how some just reappeared, like they respawned? That does happen if you get through a lot of them. Although there have been a couple of times when it didn't really spawn new ones, and I was like grasping to get more. It's kind of a pain. And we have the lanterns coming up, which obviously we want those lanterns. So if you can drop on a lower one and then an upper one, it's better. That one I kind of missed and got the upper one first. But usually you can do like a double thing if you do it that way. And then go up. And then go up again. Yeah, see here I feel like they're not really spawning new ones. If that happens, then just like kind of rely. Oh no. No. Okay, what happens if I equip it? For the toy? I have to reset again. Beautiful. which means I just had a whole slew of wasted hyper speeds again. So annoying. This is why I'm continually making them, y'all. I'm not even joking. Like, it says I have 99 plus. I have to keep up because... Oh yeah, here's some more fits. There's butterflies, more sayings. Someday someone will need your story. There is purpose in pain. I am proof of that. Keep your face always towards the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you. It's just a bunch of encouragement in here because I feel like it's needed, you know? Oh, I shouldn't have done that stroller yet. Obviously, if you drink potions, it's going to take the stroller away. I do know that they are working on other, like, bug fixes, so there are a few things, like you saw with the glider, that was a little buggy. That happens. There are some bugs where someone has their house in the prime spot and someone else puts it there, even though a house is there. I have seen that happen a couple times, which is incredibly frustrating. Especially when your big, you know, goal is to grind and do everything else. Like, it's really frustrating. I can sympathize with that. As for the rebranding, honestly, I felt like there needed to be something new. I just wanted a whole revamp. I know a lot of streamers do that, and I just felt God leading me in a different direction. And He's been giving me quite a bit with butterflies and the scripture about being a new creation and just different things like that. So because I am a Christian, I want to follow where I feel like God is leading. And so I was doing that and just decided to revamp everything, take away the wings, you know, that kind of stuff. To be honest, the wings were kind of in the way a lot. So if you know me by Angel, that's fine. The new name is Kiana, but I understand there's people who know me by the other name, and that's totally fine too. It's not like it's going to bother me at all. But it is getting to where people might not know who you're talking about if you say Angel, so that's totally up to you. But this new name has already caught on quite a bit, so. And if you're wondering why I chose Kiana Quest, it's because Kiana is Hebrew for grace. So basically, it's Grace Quest. Because I don't know about y'all, but I need as much grace from the Lord as I can possibly get. Romans 3:23 states that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Every single one of us, believer and not believer. And so we all need a big dose of that grace. And I just really felt like I wanted to do something kind of cool like that. So my logo is a butterfly. It's actually like a Q with the shape of a butterfly for Kiana, but then also the butterfly aspect. So yeah. It's just kind of incorporating, you know, the scripture about a new creation and butterflies, and then also the grace quest that I'm on. Now, we do have some people who have been trying to cause problems. That always happens with every streamer, every player on here. We wish them the best, but just keep in mind that our channel is very locked down. And so if people are going to try to cause drama, cause problems, lie about Infinity or myself, it's going to be blocked and it's going to be reported, and they will be blocked from our channel because we are not here for drama. We are not here for just immature things. We are here to help spread some positivity and share what God is doing in our life, as well as share gaming tips and things like that. We do have quite a few filters, and we do have to approve of comments. So just keep that in mind. If you're somebody lurking trying to cause problems, it's not going to work. I will be made aware of it. My moderators will be made aware of it. And if it needs to be reported, it will be done. And that's just to keep a peaceful, better community. And as soon as this is done, we will teleport back. There have been times when I put a bed down in the beach area just to keep them in the beach area. Like if I have to go to a mini game, I'll put down a bed and I'll just lay them there. That way they can keep doing the beach task. Multitasking is your friend if you want to get as far as possible on here. Now, for those of you who aren't sure, just to show you, I am working on 2 Mega Nebula snakes. And the first Mega is probably going to be in the giveaway. So, and yes, I did grind them all. It took a lot of grinding. I think I might have the mouse. No, I have just enough for that, but I might trade one of those or give one of those away. There was something else I did. The lovebird, I think I had enough for that. Yeah, I have my Mega Lovebird, so I will be either trading or giving away another Mega Lovebird as well. Just some of the others is just, as you know, all the updates make it very difficult to keep up with everything. So I am behind on aging some of these suckers up. And then we're going to decide, like, what the criteria will be. We do want to reach others with the channel, so maybe it'll be, like, an invite or subscription contest, or, you know, we also want to spread positivity, so it could end up being people who are kind. Random people that we see being kind, or people who consistently show up to the streams, people who consistently chat and contribute to the streams, just different stuff like that is probably what it's going to be. Haven't fully decided yet, but it's probably going to be along those lines. We definitely don't want any of the people who cause problems to be like creating alts and doing stuff to get in here and get free stuff, because it's going to have to be someone who's like really contributing to the growth of the channel and to the positivity and our entire goal for this channel. That one I almost missed. Did you see that? So pretty much that's just how it is. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I'm not sure. But this is probably going to be the end of the stream. I just pretty much wanted to give you some tips on how to maximize both, because I know how frustrating it can be when you feel torn between trying to raise your pets, but then also getting all the things for the event. This AFK area does get somewhat of a thumbs up for me, just because it helps you get a little more instead of just with the mini games and not feeling like you have to be on the game 24/7 to be able to get what you want. I know a lot of people have felt that way. So I give them kudos for that. That is a plus. The only thing that I would change is to potentially have it to where it doesn't teleport you to another server when you're AFK, because originally they did say you wouldn't get kicked. I feel like that's kind of still kicking you, even if it does end up putting you in another viewing area or something like that. I had a friend that was trying to help me raise my pet, and so of course whenever it kicked me or had me rejoin or anything like that, then she wasn't in the family and she couldn't help, and she likes earning lots of money with taking care of pets. So, you know, I feel like, especially if you're in a private server, I feel like they should just kind of leave you there. Developers do tend to get paid for playtime, so it doesn't hurt them, it only benefits them the longer that people are playing their game. So I just kind of feel like that is one improvement that they could make. I might have missed a blossom there. But, like I was saying, we plan on streaming more. We do want to know different games you would like to see within reason. Obviously, we want to see the channel growing and just be able to spread awareness, just, you know, help with the bullying, help with just a bunch of stuff out there. So that is one thing we want to do. Let me check into this real quick. Okay. Oh, what has he got? Y'all, I'm going to start taking suggestions on what I should have him do. First, right now, I kind of just want to leave him here. But I like getting input from our family. Like I was saying in yesterday's stream that you cannot see because it had to get deleted because I had to fix some stuff that I couldn't fix in it. So, it's not like it was horrible or anything. It was just, it was too much of a hassle, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. No thank you. So, I just deleted it and instead of trying to figure out how to clip out some stuff on there. But it had, actually what had happened, just to show you that it wasn't anything like that we had done anything bad. It just, some files had popped up. And so I deleted it because that was on accident, or a file location or something like that for my computer. So yeah, basically that's it. I'm thankful for those of you who have joined. We are going to have to end, as I just said, I am tired and it's been a minute and I have been sick. And I'm still trying to get better, and I'm working on artwork as well. But thanks so much for soaring through the Sakura skies with me today. Whether you mastered the mini game or just came to vibe with me on the cherry blossoms, I am literally so glad you were here. Remember, every challenge is just a chance to grow stronger in game and in life. Keep showing up, keep trying, and don't give up when the wind gets tough. You've got this. Let your light shine before others, as stated in Matthew 5:16. Keep being kind, keep encouraging others, and keep having fun while you do it, because remember, you are sent here to be a light in this world. Do not miss the next stream, whether it's going to be Adopt Me Adventures, or building or fighting in Minecraft, or even building and doing fits in Adopt Me, or maybe even some surprise trades. Who knows? You never know what we're going to do, right? I already said there might be some giveaways. Stay strong, stay joyful, and I'll see you next time right here where faith meets fun in every single game that we play. Good night, and God bless.